I'm installing IKEA kitchen cabinets, and if you're installing them also, you probably are already aware that the sole point of attachment for these is the rail that runs, the suspension rail that runs along the top of the wall. Now the thing I noticed, and you may have noticed too, is even when these bolts are as tight as I can get them, the base of my cabinets are still loose from the wall. Even when I attached it to the corner cabinet, it was still rather loose, and I really didn't like that. I searched everywhere online, and I couldn't find anything that suggested that the bottom part of these cabinets was attached to the wall. So I decided to figure out how to make that work myself. Now, you might think you just put a screw through into the wall, but the backs of these cabinets are about a ½ inch off the wall to make up for the suspension rail. So if we were just to run a screw through into the wall, all that would really happen is we'd push that very thin backing off the back of the cabinet. So my solution to that was that I went to the hardware store and I got some strips of poplar. Now these are already milled to shape, and they're smooth and they're kiln dried, so they're really stable. But they're exactly 1/2 of an inch thick, which is the exact thickness of the gap in the back of there. This is about 2½ inches wide. So I cut a piece that is the width of every cabinet. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slip it in behind the cabinet and let it rest on the lip there. And I've got a 1/4 inch bit in my drill. I'm just going to drill a couple of holes through the backing of our cabinet, all the way through that board and through the wall as well. Okay, now I try to keep those spaced where they look nice, so they're approximately the same distance from each edge and from the bottom of the cabinet. Now I'm going to loosen up the bolts for the suspension rail. Pull the filler piece back out. And I'm just going to slide the cabinet out of there. Now the hardware I chose are these wall anchors and these GRK cabinet screws. These wall anchors basically just screw into the drywall, and I'm going to discard the screw that came with them because I really don't like that. The GRK screws have they're called cabinet screws, and they have a flat head on them, so you don't need a washer, and they look nice and gives it a lot more surface area to hold on with. These wall anchors just screw right into those pre-drilled holes with a Phillips head bit. You can do this with hand or with a drill. Okay, and that's pretty much all there is to that. Now I'm just going to slide the wall cabinet back into place. And I'll replace the filler strip, making sure that I've got it oriented the same way that I had it so that the holes will line up. And now just set the screws in place. I'll tighten my suspension rail bolts again. And that's all there is to it. As you can see, there is no more give in this cabinet. It's mounted very solid top and bottom to the wall. That's my IKEA hack, and I hope it works for you as well.